Hey, it's Cody again, and today I was playing some Path of Exile, so I thought I should upload some. This is part 5 of my Summoner Witch build that I've been doing on this channel so far. And today I'm just going to be talking about why I like this game and why I like Diablo 2 and why I'm going to be doing more of those two games and probably some other type of games.
I think this ray class will serve.
My uploads are still going to be kind of random up until I get a bigger hard drive and all that stuff to stockpile some videos and commentaries and stuff. That way I could get a schedule. But for the most part, it's going to be random like it has been, but I'm going to be trying to upload at least before 2 o'clock my time anyway. And doing that is gonna just be early morning, so that way most period of the day people can watch it if they want. But back to the main topic, like Diablo 2 and this game. Now, if you haven't noticed, I'm gonna start a Diablo 2 necromancy build, and one of the other partners in this channel, Porter, he hasn't made a video yet, but he wants to do a 2-player co-op experience in Diablo 2, and I'm gonna take him up on that because I think that would be really fun having 2 people work on one video, 15 minutes long. If you haven't noticed, mine are usually 10 minutes or below. This one's actually 14 minutes only because I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. But it's gonna be me and him doing videos, I mean, for a little bit. I don't know if we want to make a whole series out of that or if we just want to do a couple videos with us, or if we're gonna split and do same gameplay, different commentaries or whatever. I'm gonna meet up with him today, and well, hopefully today, and talk to him more about it. Probably get a couple videos done. But it's just Diablo 2 for me is a really fun player game with 2 people. I mean, if they're around the same skill level. If someone's way better
More mana.
at Diablo 2 than someone else and you're playing it with them, it just gets boring for the kid that isn't very good, only because it's one guy's just face rolling, the other guy's not. But I haven't experienced co-op in this game yet. I'm not sure how they do it or anything like that. But I mean, I'm still relatively new to this, and if you just noticed, I found Ice Nova in a chest, which is really good, or at least I think it's really good. But I have no gear right now that can equip it, but I want to keep on my fire spell because most of the things in this area are immune to cold, which kind of sucks, but it's good to have 2 type of elemental spells only up to a certain level, only because right now if something has resist fire, I'm going to be doing no damage whatsoever up, and that's why the Frost Nova is really good. Also, it saves me a gem picking when I'm going to level up, which is really helpful because it can make it so I can now get a curse or something and start leveling that up. You'll notice later on in this video, I think around 10 minutes, it cuts out and cuts back in. That's only because I wanted to get a new wand that has 2 blue sockets in it. That way I can equip Frost Nova, even though I'm not really going to be using it, or it's not effective anyway. See, right now I think it would be worth it because I'm not sure if those guys are frost resist or not. They probably are, but that's what I like about the 2 games. Resistance goes a long way, and it's thinking about how you're going to engage your enemy is really good. Because you gotta think about that also in Diablo 2. I mean, it's not as modernized because it was made way back in the day, or at least I think it was, I'm not really sure. But it's a really good game. It's a game that you gotta think about, which I think is nice, because stats really do matter, and if you mess up, kind of I accidentally messed up on my Summoner build Necromancy on my part 1, so I'm gonna go back and redo that. but I'm gonna just do part 2, but I'm gonna go from where I left off last time. So hopefully I will explain that in the video. Sorry, I woke up like 2 hours ago. Sorry about that. But it makes it so you have to think about, like, if you see something on a harder difficulty with lightning resist, you gotta hurry up, switch to a different ability. Or like with this, I'm not really sure how it's gonna play with a summoner, because I'm still on Act 1. I haven't gotten past Act 1 yet, you know. Now it's like really, I'm just kind of like eager to see what the other acts are and like what they play like and all that stuff. But like, hopefully it doesn't have the boss curve that Diablo 2 has. Because if you're new to Diablo 2 and like, let's say the first boss gave you trouble, the second boss is going to probably be the hardest boss in the game. Then Diablo kind of will seem like nothing compared to the Act 2 boss. Or at least that was my experience first time I played through it by myself. Now, when I would play with friends, like I'd always play with people that have been playing this game a lot more than me, but not like Path of Exile, I'm talking about Diablo 2. I'd always play with people who've been playing Diablo 2 a lot longer than me. Now, that's not a bad thing because I learned a lot. I learned like rune stuff and all that junk, and it was cool. But it's like, I learned if you want gear, you have to grind a crap ton. But what I liked about Diablo 2 is when they introduced the rune system, that made it so armor, like bad equipment items, like socketed equipment items that were bad, could become some of the best items in the game. I thought that was really individualized and really awesome, you know? But it's like, this game does it a little bit different with the sockets and how it does your skills, which gives it its own feel, makes it its own individual game, and makes it so that each player isn't going to be doing the same thing over and over. Like, you can really, especially with the passive tree line in this game, you can really individualize your character. Like, it's going to be yours. It's going to be not going to be like other people's. But that's why also, but it's like when you go back to Diablo 2, it's like you have the skill tree. I really like a skill tree, you know, because it's like, it shows you end game what you can get. But it's gonna bring me to another topic. Skill tree done wrong, Diablo 3. You shouldn't just automatically unlock it. There should be some individualization into each character. Like in Diablo 2, you could do sword and board, two-handed sword, or dual wield.
I need more money.
There's 3 parts to that, and I liked that a lot because it was individualized. Now, Diablo 3, on PC anyway, if you were to get past Act 1, you could play however you wanted in Act 1. But if you got past Act 1, the second, I mean not Act 1, the first difficulty, the second difficulty is like literally impossible unless you go sword and board and get specific items only for like life leech. You don't even focus on stuff that you want. It's like the game forces you to do certain actions and make you play the way they want you to play. And by the way, the cut is coming like right there. That's why I now have Frost Nova. I just went back into town, traded a lot, and that's, I just didn't think you guys wanted to see that, so I didn't show it. But sorry, I'm yawning a lot. But what happens is you're forced to play a certain way. And I think that right there is bad game design. I don't want to be forced to play a certain way. I want to be able to do dual wield, barbarian, whirlwind. But I want to be able to do it on my terms, not the game's terms. Where, hey, here's a mob that doesn't look like it can kill me. I'll actually play the way I want. Oh, never mind. It's got life leech, so now I gotta go sword and board. Yeah, no, I don't want to play like that. But that's why Diablo 2, and so far of what I've seen of Path of Exile, is such a good game. Because you can legitimately do whatever you want. And I mean, even if you mess up, your character's still good. I mean, that's how I feel like in Diablo 2. I'm not so sure about this game because of the huge passive tree. Now it's like I've been looking into lots of builds for Summoner, and I found one that I really enjoy, and it's the one that I linked in my last video, and I'm probably going to link it again in this video and future videos, you know, because it's a good build. At least I thought so. You like mass health, then you get your Summoner nodes. And like the first Summoner node I'm going to get is probably, I can't remember the name, but it's the closest from the base tree that you start from. And I think that's a really good place to start, only because I'm really sorry. It gives you 1 zombie and 2 skeletons. That's 2 more skeletons because most of the nodes give you +1/+1. And eventually I'm going to make my way around to the perk where if they die they explode, which is going to be really good for my skeletons since they're basically going to be suicide bombers, but that's going to really make them a lot more powerful and a lot better. And pretty much this video is 14 minutes long, so I got 2 more minutes to talk, but I'm just going to kind of recap Diablo 2 and Path of Exile. If you played and loved Diablo 2, you can play and love Path of Exile. It's like Diablo 2 is like really just this game that's stuck in my heart. It's awesome, it's good, it's well made, everything about it is just amazing. I know I'm kind of sucking it, you know, off, but I mean, look at it. If you go back to Diablo 3 on PC, minus all the bots on Diablo 3, and get all the players, there's going to be more players playing Diablo 2. If they played Diablo 2 before Diablo 3, that is. Now, vice versa, probably not, because people are going to be like, that game's, oh, it's outdated. No, Diablo 3 is outdated compared to Diablo 2. Now, I know that's a really generic statement to say, but it's kind of the truth in the matter. Now, apparently Diablo 3 on PS3 and Xbox is godsend, you know, you get better loot, but it's like, the loot was a big problem. I didn't get a legendary within 100 hours of playing. But did they balance the classes? Is the monk the most overpowered thing? Again. But this video is coming to an end. I'll probably talk more about this in my next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for all the views and everything that you guys are giving me support. If you are, I don't know if you are or not, I really don't look, which I probably will start looking on my videos. But thank you again for watching, subscribing, and views out there. So thank you.